What's up guys, Thorn is back, and in today's video we'll be going over this in PvE and both PvP and breaking down how good it is and if it's usable in PvE and how good I think it is in PvP. And there's a huge long quest line for this weapon. I think I saw Datto make a video about it, so I'll go ahead and link his video in the description below if you guys need to know how to get this weapon and start the quest line. But overall it is Destiny 1's Thorn, but with a twist. On kill it drops a remnant, and that remnant, once you pick it up, increases the tick damage from 2 to 7 in PvP or in PvE by X%, which I'll show later in the video, and that's the main difference. So let's go ahead and start talking about how this perk works. So upon kill, it drops the soul, as you see right here, and as you get closer, it will come towards you and you can pick it up, and you'll get a timer for 6 seconds, which actually lasts for 7 because 0 counts as a full second. And after that, every time you get a kill and pick a new one up, it adds 7 seconds back, and it caps at 10 seconds max, so you cannot go over that. So if you pick up 2 orbs back to back, it'll go to 10, not 14 or 16 or whatever you would think it would go to. It caps at 10. So look at the damage, it hits 658 on the ogre and ticks for 79 4 times. Now if we go ahead and proc the secondary perk to increase the tick damage by killing this knight first, picking up the soul, shooting once again, it hits 648, now ticks for 235 4 times. Instead of the 79 before. So look at the damage increase, it went from 316 to 940 total tick damage, which is a 200% increase, which is definitely very noticeable even in PvE and especially PvP. Now just for fun, let's go ahead and test the rate of fire of shooting off 10 shots to get the DPS number of this weapon, and it took 3.582 seconds, meaning the DPS without the perk at the base is 2,719, then with the perk is 4,461, which isn't too bad for a primary weapon in PvE, but obviously not too good. Another thing to note about this perk is that when you pick up a soul, it also reloads your weapon. So as you see right here, it reloads 4 bullets at a time, and you can do that over and over again. Every single time you pick up a soul, it'll reload 4 bullets back into the mag. And also, these things only last for X amount of time on the ground before they expire, so go ahead and time that from drop to when it disappears. And so they last roughly 7 to 8 seconds, so somewhere in that ballpark is how long they last before they disappear, so you need to pick them up by then. And also these things track, but only within a certain radius, so as you see, when I get closer, it starts coming towards me, which is very nice. So overall in PvE, it's definitely a solid 150 hand cannon that performs well versus high health targets because of the burn and tick damage, and the perk is very easy to keep up at all times because every time you get a kill, it'll drop a soul, they'll track towards you, you'll be able to pick them up, it'll reload your weapon, so it's very easy to keep the perk procced, and that's very good for PvE. But just like Malfeasance, this perk kind of lends itself towards high health targets, which you really shouldn't be using a hand cannon against. So if you want to use an exotic primary weapon and also a hand cannon in PvE, you may as well use the Ace of Spades. That way it has Firefly, which will help for ad clear, it has Outlaw, it has Kill Clip, so you'll definitely get more value out of something like that in PvE if you want to use exotic primary, but this thing definitely isn't too bad. Now moving on to PvP, so it's a 150 hand cannon. As you see, it hits for 68 headshot, then 2 tick at base, which results in a 3-shot kill in PvP, and sometimes a 2 headshot, 1 body shot kill also. But then with the perk, as you'll see here, first get a kill, pick up the soul, and see what it does now. So it should still hit for 68 headshot, but the tick now hits for 7 4 times. So that results in a 2-shot kill, as you see right here, which is definitely very good and what it was in Destiny 1. Another thing to note is once you proc the perk, it can also now 3-shot body shot, which is also a huge plus for this weapon. But the main thing to look at there is the 2-tap headshot once you have the perk procced. So I'm going to go ahead and give my hot take on this weapon after using it just for a few hours. It's very clear when they brought this gun back, they didn't want to make it overpowered and like it was in Destiny 1 with like literally infinite range and 2-tapping across the entire map. So they definitely wanted to rework it in a way where it was good and still could shine like it did in Destiny 1 at times, but not necessarily overpowered and meta changing. To put it simple, it honestly just feels like a normal 150 hand cannon that keeps people's shields down for a little bit longer due to the tick of the poison, then also has a kill clip like mechanic tied to it that allows you to 2-shot, and that's pretty much all it is. One thing to note about this game with the 2-taps is that even though it can kill in 2 shots, the time to kill of that 2-tap actually isn't the time to kill of a 2-tap, because the poison takes a few seconds to actually kill them. So if you're out in the open 1v1ing another 150 RPM hand cannon, you're not just going to shoot twice, then look at them and just watch them die. If you do that, they'll get the 3rd shot off and kill you. So in a lot of gunfights in this game, you actually still need a 3-shot, even though the 2-shot would kill them anyways. And I think you run into a lot of those situations due to the lack of range compared to Destiny 1. In Destiny 1, you could shoot people from really far away or behind cover, so you can shoot them twice and walk away, then they'll eventually die. But in this game, unless someone's not looking at me, I find myself still shooting the third shot more often than not, just to kill them right away. That way they can get their third shot off with ace of spades or whatever they're using to then kill me. Another issue I have with this gun is when you shoot it as fast as possible, the reticle is literally all over the place and pretty much the entire gun is blocking what you're shooting at. So on PC with no aim assist where it's like kind of guide you towards their body or head, I find it extremely hard to shoot as fast as possible with this weapon and actually see where they're at, which results in missing a lot of shots. Then on top of that, if you get into a 1v1 versus an ace of spades with high cal rounds where they flinch you and whatnot, I find it extremely hard for me to see what I'm actually shooting at, and I end up losing the gunfight more often than not. There's one clip in here where I slowed down where I'm in a 1v1 versus ace of spades, and you'll see my entire gun takes up his entire body the entire time I'm shooting at him. Like, I can't even see him. So that's like one of my only major complaints about the weapon. Outside of that, I think they did really good with it. And if their goal with this weapon was to make it usable and slide straight into the meta and be a suitable replacement for something like ace of spades or, you know, something like that, but not make it so strong where it was the only weapon you could use, I think they did an absolutely great job. And the fact that there's a new conversation going on right now of which is better, Thorn or ace of spades, that is a good conversation to have. And the fact that you can make arguments for one or the other is definitely good, and not just have one way better than the other in every situation. Anyways, I think that's all I want to say about the weapon as of now, and I'm sure as I use the weapon more and get used to the recoil and like the reticle on the weapon, I'm sure I'll get better and better with it, so we'll just have to see as time goes along. Anyways, let me know what you think about the weapon. Do you agree with some of the things I said so far? Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.
I think they're trying to contain the Red Legion.
They have bigger problems. Mainly